Okay, I'm out for the walk around.
Radio truck.
Good afternoon. Oh, my voice is cracking. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first public YouTube stream for quite a while. And we're back in the fly-by-wire A320, which I haven't flown for ages. And as Alex has correctly pointed out, this does involve the FS2 crew first officer, who I have missed quite a lot for all of his faults. So yes, it'll be nice. It'll be nice to take the Neo for a spin, a bit of a break from the Phoenix. And we're doing a rotation from Liverpool down to Jersey. So we're at Digital Designs Liverpool today, which is still one of my favourite UK sceneries for MSFS. Lovely little airport, complete with yellow submarine out the front. And we're going to take a first look at UK 2000's Jersey, which I have been to myself. I've done a little bit of GA flying around there, but we haven't streamed it before. So during the turnaround, if I've still got enough energy left, we'll have a little mosey around and see how it is. FO equals feed on. Scott, good afternoon, welcome, nice to see you, and thank you ever so much for your Club Filbert Silver membership renewal. I cannot believe it's been 16 months. That is insane. I mean, the fact that I've been doing this for 16 months feels insane, let alone the fact that you've been supporting me for so long. Anyway, lovely. But have you considered checked? I have. Talking of which, Melon Lord, Paul with a 15-month Club Filbert Gold renewal. Absolute legend. Thank you very much indeed. Now, as you will see, my renewal notifications still aren't working. I'm actually going, if I'm going to keep streaming on YouTube, I'm going to have to sort that out. I'm going to have to email Streamlabs or something like that. But we shall see. Who else do we have here? We have Simon C. Hello. Greetings from Austria. How's your trip going, boss? Do you know a way to get rid of the static aircrafts at Pilot Plus Bristol? I don't. I know that there are some mods on flightsim.ta which do exactly that, but I don't know if there is one for Bristol, to be honest with you. It's worth a look, though. Who else have I missed? Let's go back to the beginning, see who is here. PMDH0729, welcome. M Degree W Fahrenheit, welcome. Martin, Ray Benitez, hello, nice to see you. Matt, Tazzy, welcome. Other Simon, no, not other Simon. Equal importance. Mod Simon, Simon Schmidt. Good afternoon. I think that's someone at Manchester. Dan, hello. Paul, we've already said hello to. Alex, we've already said hello to. Steve, nice to see the flyby getting some love. I'm pleased. I'm glad you're glad to see it back. I'm slightly worried that I'm going to really overflare it because compared with the Phoenix, it requires a very, very soft touch. It may not be the best flight. I haven't flown it for quite a long time. We shall see how we go, though. And here's my second joke. The senior first officer, seriously, feed off.
Hi, I'm back. No issues on the...
Very nice, all went well. Arrived yesterday after a stopover at some relatives near Stuttgart. Probably going swimming in the lake later this afternoon. Oh, that sounds like a dream. That sounds like a slightly better thing to do in a heat wave than sit in front of a boiling computer flying a plane. So, yes. Yeah, receiving you loud and clear. Non-Eurigio, Simon, yes.
Gotcha, thank you.
Ray, thank you very much for the £1 super chat. That's very, very nice of you. Gentle reminder to everyone to drink enough water. Yes, indeed, good advice. I have just put a second bottle of water in the fridge to chill. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll start getting set up. We'll get the APU on relatively early to try and get the aircraft cooled down a smidge. Where's the Capra emoji? Well, if you have better TTV installed, it should be there, I think. But maybe not. Maybe that's only a Twitch thing. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, nice to see you, Riley. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. We'll get some stuff going on. Get the fuel pumps on, get the crew oxygen supply on, arm the emergency exit lights, and we'll go over to the EFB. Yeah, I can't remember how this works. I can't remember how you load the plane even. Well, that's worked. That's nice. Now, the one thing I wanted to check was my tiller axis. I've got that set up, so I definitely want that on. I haven't flown this for so long that I've got a new update and I have absolutely no idea what, if anything, has changed. But this all looks fairly familiar. Just need to know where I put my fuel in, really, which I'm sure is somewhere on here. Navigation charts now, just use the separate thingamajig. Yes, interesting. Is it under settings? Sim options? No. I would have thought it... I'm sure it used to be up here with the OFP, but I could be wrong. But for now, doing a break in the house with a really nice view over the valley and lake, watching a stream. Well, I'm appreciative that you're taking time out of your holiday to watch me, boss. That's very nice. Oi, it said 7. What said 7, marker? On the balcony. Oh, lovely. I always have a weird sun emoji as Kappa. I'm considering putting my bed sheets into the freezer to have a chilly sleep there. Well, that's a nice idea. That is a nice idea. Truck page, fuel, thank you. Truck page. Honestly, do you remember when I used to know what I was doing? Those were the days, weren't they? Right, thank you, boss. The truck page, fuel, and we'll have a look at my flight plan to see how much we need. So we want 5,875 kilograms for this. 5875 now, do I? Hang on. Now I can do... down here. And we should be able to get it from the flight plan, shouldn't we, actually? Yes, there we go.
Hi, the security
Boom.
and safety checks
Done.
are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet. An excellent start. And payload. Well, we can do this in real time, I think. I know I used to say I didn't like doing that, but maybe we should. I do it with the Phoenix, so why not do it with this? Especially if she's just said that we're starting, that she's just asked to start boarding. Oh, there's some boarding music as well. That's new, isn't it? A320 is, he's back, and the purser. How odd. Better TTV doesn't work for me on YouTube as well. Twitch greater than YouTube, I guess. I don't know. Every time I schedule a YouTube stream, I think, should I be doing this? And every time I do a week without doing a YouTube stream, I think, but like, all the people who know me, or the majority of people who know me, are on YouTube, so should I even be streaming on Twitch? It's a dilemma. It's a first world problem dilemma, though. Oh, it's busy on the old Unicoms today, isn't it? It's been a beautiful morning for some spotting in the garden. Oh, I bet. Yeah, yeah. How hot is it in Dublin, Riley? So we've done our init press. We'll do. That's good. That's good. Weight and balance we don't need to bother with because we're doing all that by the EFB these days, so that's good. MMCDU menu, FMGC. That's all up to date. So we'll go to the init A page, do a init request, and hopefully, yes, it will import it. Uplink insert in progress. Marvellous. There's an enable button you have to select for YouTube. Chat sent up iOS or language app for Android. Oh, right. Oh, that's good advice. Didn't know that. Don't change platforms just for some emojis. Yeah, I can't say I blame them, to be honest. You've been cooking your PC since 10 PM yesterday. You've been doing an overnight or so. Right, so init A is done. D, I, F for flight plan. And they're using runway 27 here at Liverpool, so we will select that. And we are doing some sort of SID, I imagine. Let me just check. The Wrexham 2 Tango. To be honest, I feel like a hero just doing a stream today, regardless of how it goes. So yeah, we're going to be very relaxed, and if it all goes horribly wrong, it all goes horribly wrong, and if it doesn't, then so much the better. My hometown at the moment is 31 degrees. Do you not live in Dublin? I thought you lived in Dublin, but maybe you live just outside. Two awful guys, g'day, welcome. How are you? Well, mine hasn't been on that long, so we will see. We will see if mine is able to cope or not, Scott. I don't know. It's never experienced anything like it. And we're planning an ILS approach into Jersey onto runway 8. We'll double check all this in the air, but certainly for the plan, that's what I had, because that's what they're using. And the Big No 1 kilo arrival. Just outside of Dublin County. Oh, okay, so a little away from the city then. We are two awful guys, and we're not used to it. Yeah, we're not used to it. We're not going to choose a via point because the only option is to fly overhead and do a circle to land, which they never do in real life. They're always vectored. Now, I don't imagine that we will have any ATC online at Jersey, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility, so we'll leave this as is for now. But my plan is to go direct from Shark to the IAF, so we'll see how that goes. So we'll do init B now. And we should have do we have a load sheet on this? Oh, they're all synced, aren't they? Yeah, so I may as well just use this one. Cannot remember. It's all quite exciting rediscovering this aircraft. No messages, no load sheet. That's okay. Weight and balance? Okay, so that's all underway. Cool, they've been a bit slow, aren't they? We've only got 3 passengers on board so far. Bruh. This is not good. Never mind. I may live to regret doing real-time boarding. My town's classed as a commuter town for people that work in Dublin. Still, it's the largest town in Meath. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, so we'll just get the 0 fuel weight and the 0 fuel weight centre of gravity once the boarding is completed from the weight of balance page, I guess. real time. Yeah, it is, isn't it? At least there's no delay code. This is true. This is true. Can I change my mind about the boarding and change it to fast? Like, will that do anything, or is it once you start, that's it? But that does seem to. Oh, that is going up quicker. Yeah, that's fine. You can actually see the seats filling up, which is quite cool. We're using pretend real time. Yes, even more pretend real time than if I was using a passenger mod. Yeah, it's just part of the fly-by-wire mod. So this isn't. So we're not flying the Phoenix. We're flying the fly-by-wire, the freeware A320NX mod today. Yeah. Which used to, of course, be all we had, and I thought it was high time we took it for another spin, see how it compares to the Phoenix, see what it's like to fly. I certainly loved it for many, many months. Well, years, really. So, yeah. It's about time we gave it some love on stream. Right, while we're waiting for that to happen, we'll get the local QNH 1017, and we'll have a little check of the METAR. See what the winds and that are doing. So winds is 110 at 6 knots, which would actually suggest a runway 9 departure, wouldn't it? But I think 27 is their preferred. Probably for noise abatement, maybe? I don't know. I'm guessing. But yeah, let's just have a check and see what runway they are using for departure. Make sure it's still 27. I do quite like this boarding music. It's very, very soothing. Don't know if it's based on a real airline's boarding music.
746, picking up on way 2 right on the Samba 1 Romeo departure, man.
Yeah, the last departure. Oh, actually, they didn't. Yeah, they did use 27.
There's a risk to set the caravan 18 miles north-west of the field.
It seems to be.
Entering the low-level VFR lane.
Oh my god, this guy's loud, isn't he?
To the right approach with a right-hand circuit using the second aerodrome visual approach lane.
Right, so what? Yes, EFB. It does seem dark. It does, and I did have a quick look at settings to see if there was a flypad settings. Maybe it's there. Right. Ah, yes, brightness. There we are. That's better. That's much better. So yeah, the FB has changed a bit. I don't remember seeing this visual representation of the cabin before, and I don't remember the loading pages being quite the same before either. But it's a definite improvement, I would say. Also, I haven't flown it for blooming ages, so there we are. That's how we do the zero fuel weight. So yeah, so it may have been like this for ages, and I just haven't been aware of it. I don't know. Our block fuel is 5.8 tons, and the fuel is balanced. So that is both of our init. Oh, you can just press block confirm as well now. That is cool. So we can do our performance now, and there's an app, isn't there? SimSmart. We will use SimSmart to do our performance as long as it works. It is loading. Good. So EGGP. Runway 27, we'll get the METAR. Runway's dry, anti-ice will be off. Our takeoff weight is going to be 63862, so 63.8 tons. No, 63.9 tons to the nearest. Centre of gravity, let's go back to the init page and check that. Is 24.4, so it's a forward centre of gravity. We're going to be doing a flex takeoff, hopefully. Config 1+F with air conditioning on, and we'll see what it gives us. Okay, so we have a flex takeoff temperature of 65. Flaps will be 1. THS, I don't know if EasyJet use it or not. I like using it. Well, it doesn't give us one anyway. We won't use it, we'll just do flaps 1. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. We'll check the thrust reduction acceleration altitude on Blackbox's website. Oh, it's so hot, boss. It's so hot. It does two awful guys. Boom Slang, good afternoon. It has toolbar bush pack built in now. Does it really? Ooh, I'll have a little look at that. That is exciting. I must say I regret not booking a lesson today. Not a cloud in sight would have been awesome. May even have got to see some aircraft heading into Dublin. Yeah, it's interesting. I've got a lesson tomorrow and I slightly regret booking it because I just think it's going to be too hot. It's going to be absolutely sweltering. But anyway, it'll also be very, very bumpy with heat like this. Although it might be a bit cooler where you are, I don't know. Oh, it didn't like that for some reason. Oh, it's done it now. Jolly good. So, 1090 and 1090. Engine out acceleration altitude is going to be 1600. And our V speeds are going to be... (127, 129 and 132). 127, 129 and 132. Cool, so that is our performance dealt with. Are you going to review Pyrex Belfast? Probably, Terrates, probably. I'll certainly be flying there. Whether I'll do a separate review, I don't know. They are a long old slog, those reviews, not much reward. But we love Pyrex, so I might do it anyway. At many airports, they're using the preferred direction up to a certain defined tailwind component. Yes, this is true. It has the toolbar. Oh yes, we saw that. I've not bought the Phoenix. Tree Wen, bless you. I have some sort of VIP super chat. €2. What's a VIP super chat? What does that mean? I mean, it looks very nice. And it's much appreciated. What's the VIP bit about? I've not bought the Phoenix, but I did download the Flyby, but haven't used it yet. Got to say, this is looking pretty. Oh, it's amazing for freeware. Absolutely amazing. It's not even bad for. I mean, I would say this. Well, in fact, I know for a fact that there are payware aircraft that are far worse than this. Boomslang, hello. At Southend, for example, they're landing 2-3 and departing 0-5 unless it's tailwind greater than 5. Yeah, it's the same at. It's the same at Heathrow, I think. I think 5 knots is the cutoff for using 2.7s, I think. Oh, Volanta, thank you, boss. I had forgotten about Volanta. I will sort this out right away. Wait for me. Are you joining us, Walter? Awesome. Just been out in the £10 water fountain in the garden. Oh, nice. How big is the £10 water fountain? It does not sound like the size. It does not sound like you can get a water fountain that you can get into for £10. But if it is that, I want to know. I want to know about it. I will have to ask YouTube. YouTube are making quite a few changes to streaming, and I don't really know about them. I should do some more reading. There we are. Volanta is now sorted. Good. So what we'll do is we'll set up the MCP, and we'll set our cruising altitude, which is going to be flight level 350 for this leg. Flight director's already on, so that's good. And I think we can have our before start checklist. No giveaway today, I'm afraid, Christopher. My apologies. Adeola, welcome. Welcome. Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
Oh, let's check that. I cannot bear to have an... are you sure about that? And I would have done because the seatbelt sign was not on. On and auto.
ADOs.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
5880 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
1017 set.
1017 set. Down to the line.
Oh, beautiful. Would this be the wrong moment to mention that I bought a reasonably priced portable air conditioning unit in February last year? It's probably a better moment to mention it than towards the end of the stream, Alex. But yeah, it's not the ideal moment, it must be said. But talking of air conditioning, I think we should start the APU, and perhaps we can. I don't know. Perhaps there'll be a sort of placebo effect of getting some conditioned air in the pretend plane we're looking at. I don't know. We'll see. To be honest, fly-by-wire is really not all that far behind the Phoenix in terms of systems. No, it isn't.
Ladies and
And with its performance, it could potentially be argued that it's better. And then the other user features, add in the other user features on the fly-by-wire. Yeah. Oh dear sounds like oh dear. It does a bit. Yeah. Who would say oh dear is oh dear? Oh dear. Possibly Northern Ireland. Probably not. I don't know. Right. So while we wait for the countdown, I'm curious about what this... Ah! My god, that's amazing! That's amazing! So this is just like toolbar pushback, is it? Let's turn it on. Can cause conflicts with other pushback add-ons. We recommend not to enable the system if you plan to use another pushback add-on. I mean, I do have toolbar pushback activated, but I don't plan on using it, so let's try it. Let's just try it. But can I mean, it looks a bit like toolbar pushback. Can I actually pre-plan a pushback, though? I don't know how to do it. Forward, backwards. I don't know if I can actually plan a pushback. Doesn't look like it at the moment. It looks like that's what they're working towards, but unless anyone knows. Good thing I did it now then, indeed. Yeah, you're right. The model of the Phoenix is better, and the texturing is generally better as well. It looks a bit less cartoony. But yeah, they, as Alex said, they are going to do their own one, and hopefully that will sort of bring it in line. Use your controls for the pushback. Use your controls for pushback. Pull back on the stick to go button. Oh no, I'm not doing that. No. Not when I have toolbar pushback already here. Because it's better, innit? But this is a definite improvement, and I feel fairly sure that they probably plan on adding something a bit like this in due course. I hope so, anyway.
Traffic officer with the right-hand base.
Right, we'll stick that there. That's where we want to push back to. And that is done. We have only a couple of minutes left on the pre-flight events. We are slightly behind schedule, but only by a few minutes. We'll probably make it up in the air. We'll get the APU bleed on. We'll get rid of the external power. I assume there's a way down here to get rid of the GPU. There is. You go away now, please. And you close. And you can come off. These don't do anything. Maybe
hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes!
Thanks, let me know if you need anything.
Are they, Alex? That is good news. Because Pushback Express does have features that I really like. But overall, at the minute... I prefer toolbar pushback. Stairs are still there? Yes, let's get rid of that. Oh no, they're going. They're going. Awesome. Doors are closed. So I think we can have our checklist below the line, I think. Get the beacon on. Get the tug connected. Yeah. Below the line. Below the line. Oh, yeah. Below the line. Oi! Below the line.
Windows and
oh, good. Closed. Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On. On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Set.
Before start checklist complete.
Awesome. Ah, there you are. Awesome. I'm glad you made it, Walter. Right, let me just get my charts up and we'll get going. Liverpool traffic, EasyJet pushing back from stand 5-3 onto Tango. Starting engine 2.
Check.
Let's get going. Good morning, good afternoon, even Textron. Welcome. Yes, sorry about the frog. I've put it on silent now.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today.
Yeah, I'm curious about the memory leak thing, because I've had all sorts of problems in this sim over the years, but I haven't noticed any performance degradation related to toolbar pushback, even when I've done multiple legs. Remember that time when the aircraft was doing a pushback via magic once? I do. It's happened a few times. First officer attended to a frog. I swear we only hear the frog notifications on YouTube, so it does feel like that actually, doesn't it? This can actually require it. Yeah. Me too, Paul, me too.
Doors are clearly marked on the exit sign and instructions door. Each door is equipped with an exit. Locate the nearest exit to you and note that the nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency,
So engine 2 has started beautifully.
If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open an oxygen mask.
Starting engine 1.
Check.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not.
I mean, Airbuses are just better, aren't they? I flew the 737 last night, and the workload in comparison is just insane, isn't it? I mean, not compared with older planes, but compared with this.
Your life jacket is located.
Please don't meet the frog, we like it. Do you like the frog? Or is it just massively unprofessional, boss? I don't know. Alright, have it your way. I'll turn off Do Not Disturb.
Fails to inflate. Use the tube placed nearest to the neck. Your jacket is equipped with a light that will automatically illuminate in water.
I mean, I might set the parking brake, I think. This is what I prefer about Pushback Express, that you can, the Grant can actually talk to you.
Light buttons are located over your head. Thank you very much for your attention.
Good, so that's 2 good engine starts. Engine mode selector can go back to normal. APU bleed can come off, APU can come off. We'll turn on the taxi light, and we'll have the after start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off,
ECAM status.
checked.
Pitch trim.
All pitch trim, there's a point. So, what did we say? Call me a noob if you will, but where do I find the centre of gravity? Oh, there it is, 24.7, there we are. So 25% we're looking for. Just less. 25% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Flight controls check.
Ready. Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Why is he not doing full left, full right? I've done full up, full down. Now I'm doing full left and full right, and he normally announces that, but he's not today. Alex, what's wrong with him now? Rudder? He doesn't want to do that either. Oh well, whatever. Clear left side. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Curious how the A310 will be. Yeah, me too. Speaking of Airbus, saw some stuff about the A350, the digital designs one. It's looking good now. It is! Oh, good, good. Oh, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. Heat straight from the walk around, yeah. EXP doesn't work with FS2 crew. Doesn't it? I've always used the experimental version for as long as I've had FS2 Crew. But okay, no, fine. I guess they might have changed something. Right, so we're good to taxi, I think, aren't we? Oh, I should have put that to auto. Right, so here we go. We are going to be taxiing via Alpha, Tango Alpha 12. Liverpool traffic, EasyJet taxiing to holding point Alpha, runway 27 via Tango and Alpha. Oh, just the flight controls check. Okay, cool. Of all the things that I would have thought might have broken...
7024, we're still stuck at the loading screen, so taxi until discretion.
Is that for me? Oh, thank you. Make sure you select the first officer's next phase. Well, when I did clear left, clear right, it seemed to be alright. Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Yeah, I think we're alright. Ooh, it's a bit nippy, this, isn't it? Compared with the Phoenix, it does feel like you're just flying a smaller plane somehow. So manually select the post-flight control workflow. Oh, okay. Taxi flow, right? Oh. Multitasking issues there. Nearly on the grass, but not quite.
Signing off. Runway.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flat setting.
Config 1 plus F set.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
121, 129, 132, flexing 69 degrees.
V1, 127, VR, 129, V2, 132, flex temp, 65 degrees, ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff.
What? I didn't say
Approach
anything.
path,
No,
clear
I
of
didn't.
traffic.
I didn't ask you to do any of that. Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line.
It's okay. Fine. Let's turn the nose light on. Right. Fine. And the strobes. Jolly good. Just gonna hold for a moment to work out what the hell's going on with FS2. Ah, yes, you don't do the realistic clear brake check first and then flight controls during taxi. No, I do them before. This is ridiculous. Isn't the auto throttle button usually lit up at this point? No, not until you move it to the flex to 10. You might be thinking of Boeing's. No, I think we're alright. Below the line. He thinks I've said flaps too. Landing lights are not on. No, you don't turn them on until you're cleared for takeoff generally. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
27 confirmed.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Liverpool traffic, EasyJet line up and take off runway 27, Wrexham to Tango departure. Right, let's do this thing. Silly question, what is meant by the term below the line? So, certain checklists are split into two sections, and if you look at the checklist, there's an actual dotted line usually, or solid line, separating the two. So for this particular checklist, you would do the before takeoff checklist down to the line at some point during your taxi out, and you would do the rest of it below the line once you are cleared for takeoff. Ready?
Ready.
Take off.
Check.
Sometimes it's just hard to remember to
Thrust
speak
set.
to him. Man flex 69 SRS runway auto thrust blue.
Checked. $100 knots. V1. Rotate.
A bit stuttery there, wasn't it?
Positive climb.
Gear up. Autopilot 1 on.
Gear up.
And here we go, over the beautiful River Mersey. And I've got some rather nice Liverpool photogrammetry installed as well, which we may see a little bit of off in the distance there. And we're at our thrust reduction altitude, so thrust levers back to climb. Lovely. Do you know, I didn't even know Digital Design's Leipzig was a thing. But yeah, I mean, Digital Design stuff is always awesome, so I don't think you'd go far wrong with it. Might buy it myself, boss, to be honest. So our S speed. Flap 0.
Speed checked.
Yes, thank you very much. Who was it who said that? Yes, Steve, thank you for saying, asking people to hit the like button. That does make a big difference.
Flaps
Would appreciate
0.
it if you'd do that. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, you can do that while you're down there. After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Checked.
I'd forgotten this. This is his bugbear when I say up. Set and checked.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
So it is following our constraints, which is very nice to see. However, I don't want to hang around at 4,000 feet. I don't. So let's go into a selected altitude climb. Wave to young Benjamin as we pass overhead, yes. Yes, he's not far from here, is he? Easy really is a hideous livery. It is, it is. You should, W. Burnley, you should. I don't know what to call you. Because you're M degree, but you're also W Fahrenheit. And I feel... don't know which to use. Right, let's set standard. Set standard. Set standard. Set standard.
Standard. cross-checked, passing flight level 070.
No, it's fine. It's
No.
fine. Below the line.
Baro ref.
Standard set. Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Yes, as in set the QNH to standard as you climb through the transition altitude. Oh yes, I forgot you'd had your first EasyJet flight. Didn't enjoy the last minute purchase and rushed to Gatwick. No, I bet. I've never had an issue with EasyJet. I think they're a good airline. I don't think there's much to choose between them and BA for short haul, to be honest with you. There's Harden down there. If indeed that is how you pronounce it, I think it is. Home of Zilla Wings. Oh, right. Right, so we passed through 10,000. He's turned the landing lights off for us. So yeah, and really not a lot for us to do other than turn the seatbelt signs off. I know. It's a wonder he's ever even got his medical in the first place, to be honest. He and I have had this issue from day one, more or less. You two have made a better choice in having their Recard SL 320s covered in fabric rather than BA's low quality leather effect material. Yes, it's true. Good morning, Dream. Good afternoon, Dream Roblox. Doroctus. Welcome. Doroctos, sorry. I don't know what recaro means either. Reconditioned, like refurbished? What's it short for? Recarroted because of the orange? Just gonna check there's no ATC online. No, there is none. All the way to Jersey. Oh, it's a brand. Okay, right. They're a brand that do the seats, basically, are they? But, yeah. Reading to RWM Fahrenheit. I mean, that would work for me. That would work for me. Mostly got famous for performance car seats, but doing everything from airplane to gaming seats. Oh, right, okay. Oh, interesting. You learn something every day. One thing I'd like to know is if I can turn the exterior volume down anymore. Yet. Aircraft options. No. Yeah, so's mine. I think I'll have a second shower straight after the stream, to be honest with you. Oh, audio, that would be it. Exterior master volume. Let's turn that right down. Still pretty loud, but it's doable. Better than it was. No, never been to an Easy Hotel. No, never. Any good? No one donated. We've had a couple of super chats, but we haven't had any stream elements donations. If that's what you mean. Oh, the Norway Club Filbert Silver Stream was awesome. Yeah, it's a lovely room. Lovely room. I have to say, I always enjoy it more when I haven't planned the route myself. I see what you lot get out of it. Yeah, it was lovely. Alex did a great job. Lots of fascinating facts along the way as well from him and Scott, who had done a trip around Norway. Oh, have you seen the new Napoli scenery? I haven't. I keep meaning to drop them an email because I want it, and it's not out yet, is it? I don't think. But yeah, me too. Me too. It's in a big hole in Italy. Yeah, I'll drop them an email at some point. Probably after this stream. Someone remind me at the end of the stream to email articles. I've never looked at any of their stuff other than their freeware stuff for Reshape, which is really good. I don't know, Dan. Oh, is it that soon? Oh, sorry. No, sorry, but yeah. Different person. W Fahrenheit is talking about Napoli. Dan is talking about X-Plane. 20th of July, it's not long to wait. Not long to wait. But still, you know, if I can get a freebie a day early, then so much the better, eh? You're right behind, awesome. Now, before I forget, a lot of you only watch me when I come onto YouTube, and I would urge you to give Twitch a shot, even if you think you don't like Twitch particularly. It's where I do most of my streaming now, and you should come and join me there. Drop me a follow. It's very much the same. There are very few differences between the YouTube and the Twitch experience, and you'll just get to spend more time watching my streams. Surely that is everyone's goal, right? I know, GSX is so exciting. X-Plane 12 beta out this summer. Nice. Is it going to be a public beta? Oh yeah, there's enough spacing between us though. There's enough. When you said right behind my back, I thought you meant like APU sniffing distance, but no. Me too. I didn't used to. I don't know. I always saw myself as a YouTube streamer. Never thought I'd go on Twitch. And people persuaded me, and against my better judgment, I did it. And I do prefer it. I do. Is the CRJ worth getting, or is it already dated? I would say it's worth getting. It's not a high fidelity plane. There are faults with it, there are issues, but I enjoy flying it still. Say that, I haven't actually flown it for ages. I ought to. We ought to revisit that, just like we're revisiting the Neo. Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good. It's true. I'll actually be really disappointed if they've recorded any new passenger voices, I think. You get to see Mr. Forward Fly's Cultural Supernova Sky God celebrity's face there as well. It's true, you do get to see my face. Yeah, it's not necessarily a selling point, but it is a fact. It also has the Citation X and SR22. I can't see myself ever flying VFR in X-Plane, but the Citation X might be. And how good are the default X-Plane aircraft? The A330 would tempt me if it was a high fidelity simulation. And the big thing is how good the scenery looks by default. Because I cannot face spending more time and more money and more hard disk space on getting a third sim to look after this. What do I prefer about Twitch? Well, and present company accepted, I love all of you, but when you're streaming on YouTube, I find that you get more people coming into the chat who are just bored kids who type nonsense and spam the chat with ridiculous questions and that sort of thing. I find that happens less on Twitch. I like the community feel. I like the fact that you can raid people and other people can raid you. I also like the financial aspects of it. I think that, you know, cheering bits and gifting subs is it's nice, you know. Despite only having 1,500, 1,600 followers on there and 14,500 subscribers on YouTube, I do generally make more money out of Twitch. There's not really that culture of donating on YouTube. There's less latency, the chat's more active. There's more not more active, but more in sync with the stream generally. There's more emojis, you can have sound alerts, which is something else that I resisted for a very long time, but I quite enjoy now. So it's just, there's more to it, it's a more engaging platform. And and slightly more lucrative as well. It's true, I can't see Umberto having paid for any more voices to be recorded. Default aren't much better than MSFS, people just forget that conveniently. But you've got the ones I've seen are, because isn't there this like, I don't really understand how it works, but X-Plane fanboys constantly tell me about how good the default airports are and how you don't really need add-ons in the same way as you do with MSFS or P3D. Because of the X-Plane, it's not the marketplace, it's called something else. I may be wrong. Historically speaking, X-Plane default planes have been similar to MSFS ones, in need of mods to make them proper high fidelity, like the Z-boat. Right. And do we know if that's going to be the case with these new ones, or are they actually trying for something a bit more, which is for men, oh, for God's sake? Do you only fly EasyJet? Only wanting to see people use Cardiff Airport and Easy don't fly? No, I don't only fly EasyJet. No, in fact, I haven't done an EasyJet flight for ages. You're thinking of that other guy, Joe. Yeah. Twitch is kind of, it's pretty much for everyone. Yeah. As is YouTube. We don't know. Probably not. I can't see the. I can't see Laminar Research developing a study level or a high fidelity A330 myself. But you never. That's the one. XP Scenery Gateway. That's the one. Yeah. Because you've got like freeware mods which are just there. That's my. I've never used it. That's my understanding. I just see, people like Scott and other regular X-Plane users, Jamie for example, just taking off from an airport, flying to some random airport, and it looks good. It looks like it's been custom tweaked at the very least, if not fully modelled.
1,000 to go.
Yeah. I think the physics and flight modelling is the best in X-Plane. Probably second best in MSFS and third best in P3D. However, this is what I want from a flight simulator. I want a flight simulator that allows me to suspend disbelief and make me feel like I'm flying a real plane in the real world. And I don't think X-Plane 12 would take me closer to that than MSFS would, because of the graphics, because of the lack of initially high fidelity airliners, although I suppose some of the X-Plane 11 ones will work. So yeah, for me it's a combination of everything. Yes, I want the high fidelity planes, I want the systems depth, I also want a really good flight model, I want it to feel realistic in terms of air currents and that sort of thing, and turbulence and blah blah blah. I do want all that, but I also want it to look good out the window. I want it to feel like the real world, and that is what blew my mind about MSFS, particularly when it first came out. I think one of my first flights I did was Heathrow to Madrid, and I took off from London and I flew to Madrid, and it all looked like I was in Spain, in Madrid. And no other sim has ever made me feel like I've actually gone somewhere before. So that is why I'm an MSFS fan. Plus, for realistic physics, I've got my real world Cessna 152 now, so it's less of a huge deal than it was before. Oh, there's a guy called EasyJet Sim Pilot who does exclusively do EasyJet flights, or at least I think he does. But no, I do a variety of stuff. X-Plane users are indeed rapid. Meteor Club, okay, boss. No worries. Auto brake medium, yes, thank you. I had planned on that. Yeah, this is it. This is the other thing. I've spent an awful lot of money on P3D over the years. I've spent quite a lot on MSFS. I've spent a long time tweaking both. And the thought of starting afresh with a whole new sim fills me with dread, to be honest. It doesn't. I wouldn't be excited about X-Plane 12. I would do it because I feel that I would like to know what it's like, and I would perhaps like to stream it, and I ought to, because I know people want me to, but there would be very, very little excitement for me. When X-Plane 11 came out, there was zero frost release, so can't get me with that default scenery is great in X-Plane. Basically a flat dead. Really, nothing at all. No. I can't remember what they call it. Yeah, I know what you mean. There, just nothing there. Wow. XP and MSFS fanboys are both toxic. Through the middle is the best way to go. It is. It is. Yeah. By which you mean being a P3D fanboy, right? I don't know. I certainly understand the appeal of X-Plane. I certainly get the arguments of people who won't fly anything but X-Plane. It is a fantastic sim. But I think for me personally, the amount of additional enjoyment it would bring me would probably not be worth the faff. That's not to say I'm not going to do it. I might, but we'll see. If you're interested in the XP A330 little trailer, probably need to mute it though. With YouTube, boss, with YouTube, it even does visuals. It sees that you've shown someone else's video, and it demonetizes your video. So I can't even. I'll watch it afterwards. Infinite fly for the win. Yeah. Explains what I use to practice for IRL. MSFS is what I use to enjoy flying. That's fair. That's fair enough. Yeah, thanks. I think that's probably a good comparison of the two. Right, I have noticed that we are rapidly approaching our top of descent, and as the MCDU is telling me, Jackson, hello and thank you for the £1. That's very nice of you. And 10-month renewal at Club Filbert Bronze as well. You little beauty. Thank you very much. Yes, destination data. Very good idea. First of all, we're going to sort out this discontinuity. We're going to go straight from Shark to not Juliet Whiskey. We're going to get rid of Juliet Whiskey. There it is, the delayed notification, and sorry about the lack of notification for your Club Filter renewal. It is a problem with Stream Elements that I don't yet know how to fix. But yes, lovely to see you. Roger, Finnair 87. Who's Finnair 870? There are too many of these cultural references that I just don't get. I need to up my game. So, wind is 120 at 13 knots. QNH is 1017. Temperature is 34 degrees. And it's CAV OK. And what else is good about it? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what we need. Minimums. Minimums for the ILS to runway 08 are 471 feet parametric. Oh, that guy! I quite like that guy. I felt a bit sorry for him when I read all those comments. Can't remember his name. A true sky god would recognise all of the memes. There's an awful lot of pressure put on sky gods these days. Someone was saying yesterday that a sky god should never admit when he doesn't know something, and I was like, it's 2022. We're not in biblical times anymore. Even gods need to know their limitations first. These domestic flights just show how tiny our country is. I know. I think it's only going to be about 45 minutes in there. I mean, I'd know if I'd started with one, wouldn't I? But as it is, we'll have to guess until we can see the A-cars. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see. The thing what tells you how long you've been in the air after you land. Oh dear. Bloody hell, I've just seen Sam's inbound from Luton. Sam, I didn't even know you were with us. So your sim wouldn't start. And then you managed to take off before us from a different air. Oh no, you probably took off after us, but took off from Luton. Nice, I'm glad you've made it anyway. I'm glad you got it going. Meanwhile, Matt, who is full of all this criticism and judgment, is flying from Heathrow to Schiphol. Doesn't even want to be seen with us. Unbelievable. God Gods should know their limitations, but shouldn't show them to their followers. Yeah, that's probably fair, actually. That's probably fair. The one thing I'm looking forward to in X-Plane 12 is the main dev said he wants his avionics dev to work on the G3XX to have that fully. Ooh. That is quite cool. Yeah, that would be quite good. Right, so we are about 20 nautical miles from our top of descent. We've got traffic, 100 feet below and climbing, but he's clearly moving off to our right, so I don't think he's going to be any factor. So what is our glide slope intercept altitude? The main reason that I might end up getting X-Plane 12 is because Wojtek will be incorrigible until I do. He won't shut up about it. He's already said that as a flight sim streamer, it's my duty to fly all 3 sims and DCS. So yeah, I might get it for his sake. I'll probably end up getting XP12 as several of my XP11 add-ons will be compatible. Yeah, if you've already got a whole X-Plane setup, I think it would probably be foolish not to upgrade. Just a reminder, if you haven't yet clicked the like button, I would love it if you would. That would be very, very much appreciated. If you'd like to support the channel, you can donate via Stream Elements, and I cannot remember the blooming command for the life of me. It's that one, I'll just paste it. Oh, that's the one, Filbert Flies tip. Here we go. Yeah, if you'd like to make a donation. And also, if you'd like to support the channel more regularly and become a bigger part of... he knows. Become a bigger part of the Filbert Flies community, then you can join Club Filbert, which is my YouTube membership program and Twitch subscription program, and you get access to various perks. With that, you can find out more in the video description. You can click the join button just below, actually, for details on that. My commands are not working for some reason. Anyway, there we are. That's the advertising. Adinen, welcome. You haven't been here for ages. You're right. It's nice to see you back. Oh, it does work. There we are. That's what Club Filbert is about. Right, let's make a start to our descent. Benny Big Bucks, good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. Which part of the land down under are you in, boss? Got loads of Aussies in today, actually. I think we've got 4. I guess it's not loads in the grand scheme of things, but more than usual. Freezing Melbourne. How cold is it there? If you buy during early access, you get XP11 as well. Oh, really? Interesting. It is currently around the 40-degree mark in London, and it's just too much. Oh, also, come join our Discord server. It's a lovely place to hang out and chat in between the streams. There's occasional group flights that happen in there, and yeah, all sorts. And the best flight sim community in the world as well, of course. Sakias, I don't know. I've got all my blinds and windows shut. I'm quite sticky, but I'm coping. I'm coping all right for now. I feel that after I've done the return flight of this, I will do nothing but lie on the sofa for the rest of the day. Expecting a low of 3. Bloody hell, that is cold. No, I don't even own a fan, Matt. I don't even own a fan. I wish I did. I don't know when the temperature's going to peak, actually. It might be, the worst might be yet to come. Apparently it's about 37 degrees at the moment. It's going up to 38, so we're not actually going to hit 40 according to the BBC. Wednesday's looking a bit better. Oh, I wonder if I can rearrange my lesson for Wednesday. Yeah, it is. It is time to invest. It is humid, yeah. Yeah, it is. I heard somewhere that you have bushfires. In the UK? I wasn't aware of that. Oh, I might go flying on Wednesday. I'm going to message my instructor. $28. Yeah, 28 is alright. 28 is alright. Personally, for me, I would prefer it to be slightly lower. I think 20 to 25 is my sweet spot. 25 if I'm sort of out sunbathing. 20 if I'm just going about my normal. You don't own a fan. Your fans are still more or less independent human beings. Yeah, more or less, boss. More or less. Ooh, that's not going to work, is it? That's not going to work. I did this wrong. We don't want sharp. We want to go straight from Guernsey to our CF08, I think. There we are. Right, let's get the seatbelt signs on. Let's get ready for our arrival. 21 is enough. 20 feet, yeah. England's going crazy with temperatures. I went there a couple of years ago looking forward to English weather, and nope, it was like going to Egypt. Yeah, we don't have many very hot days, but they're certainly more common than they used to be. And I guess they're only going to get more and more common. 33 degrees here with 26% humidity, so I'm still quite... Yeah. I wish I had a thermometer, actually. See what the temperature inside is, because I think keeping the blinds shut and keeping the windows closed, which I've honestly never done before in my life. Nice day, open the blinds, open the windows. I've read lots of advice from people in hot climates that says no, you shouldn't do that. So maybe it's working, maybe it is hotter out than it is inside. What was I going to say? It's gone. I wonder if we'll eventually reach the levels of America with all houses having aircon. I think we probably will one day. Because, you know, the world is heating up. It's only going to get hotter. Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? Because there's a lot of flats and houses that you probably couldn't install proper aircon in the UK. But yeah, something like that. It's 28 in my room. Downstairs it's 24, but I have a fan in my room, so it's all... I don't know why at no point have I thought to buy a fan. That would have been a very sensible minimum thing to do. Tomorrow I'll probably be on a 2,000 metre high mountain where it's never too warm. Oh, nice. Getting up there's going to be warm though, isn't it, if you're hiking? bit chilly here at 13 degrees. Really, that is a bit chilly, actually. Yeah, I'd find that a bit chilly as well. Every kilometre you go up, it's 6 degrees Celsius cooler. Is it? I didn't know that. Oh, no. So are you walking? Are you? What sort of mountain is this? Are you climbing the mountain? Is it a hike up a mountain, or is it? I don't know, something civilized like a bus. Yeah, it's true. That is the risk with everyone getting air conditioning, isn't it? But I don't know. I'm a bit of a what's the word? I mean, I just think that the type of action that would need to be taken to stop the world becoming uninhabitable is something. It's sort of a global coordinated effort with big businesses vastly change, or being forced to vastly change how they operate, and I just don't think it's ever going to happen. So I guess I'm a bit cynical about the chances of us saving the world. Really, I think it's too little, too late. But it's quite a negative attitude. My brother's house in Broome is, at least this time of year, super cool. Use like double glass and double insulated brick or something to keep houses cool for summer. Yeah, I think cavity wall insulation is probably a way forward. I think it's probably a while before it'll be worth the average Brit investing in air conditioning, to be honest. But even though it's cool in the dry season, aka winter, so high 20s, but the wet season, summer, it's like constant 70 to 100% humidity and high 30s. Yeah, I would really, really struggle with that. I mean, this is why I've decided never to have kids. So. I mean, it's part of the reason. The other reason is that I've just never wanted kids. Exactly. Money rules, and there's no government in the world that is going to be prepared to disadvantage businesses. Well, there are probably a few, not many. Yeah, they're going to be prepared to disadvantage businesses for the sake of the climate. That's why it would need to be a global thing with some kind of global government, probably led by a benevolent dictator. Which is never going to happen, so they have to keep the AC on constantly, or you feel like you're dying. Otherwise, it's highly recommended to not stay outside for too long, and people don't work outside generally. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of you Aussies are going to end up moving over here. Not now, but in decades to come. And I think ultimately we'll all end up moving further north, and going to be a lot of people needing to live somewhere a lot cooler, and that's not good. Jersey traffic, EasyJet is flight level 100 overhead the Guernsey VOR, proceeding direct Shark for the ILS runway 8. And because we're descending to an altitude, we will set local pressure. Why am I on QFE? I do not wish to be on QFE. QNH 1018 set.
1018 set. Passing 8,700. Now.
Matt, you're going to be immigrating here for the Club Filbert meetup anyway. boss. You know? We all know you're a UK simp. Spot boss, good afternoon. Let's all go live on the Faroe Islands. I would be up for that, actually, yeah. Yeah, build a little flight simming community. In the second week, I'll usually attempt the hike from all the way down with my brother. That's around 1,300 metres we have to go. That's a lot. We're probably going by car to a hut that's on around 1,600 metres. We'll hike the rest. We have to go slow with the hiking tours. It's all some kind of train. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. Having a PC doesn't really help. What, with the heating? No, it doesn't. We should all go live on one of those fjords we were flying over last night. I think so, Matt. I think so. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrow ref.
1018 set.
1018 set. Minimum.
.471 feet set.
471 set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
You could do with slowing down a little bit, to be honest with you. I mean, we're below 10,000 feet and we are doing something like 270 knots, which is naughty. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get it to go into approach phase, I think, now. Get us down to green dot speed. We're pretty much about to intercept the localizer. Save my computer a bit from this heat. I'm playing The Sims 4 instead of Flight Sim the coming few days. Still counts as simming, right? Absolutely, yeah. Oh, we're kind of high, aren't we? We're kind of high and fast. What's wrong with our cabin altitude? It's 1,100 feet. Cabin temperature is 24. So yes, welcome aboard. Yeah, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work at all. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Oh well, what we'll do is we'll do a little circle. Jersey traffic EasyJet 7021 is missed approach. We'll be turning for an extended right hand downwind, descending through 4,000 feet. We're landing in Liverpool. Yes, and speed brake. Did I just say we were landing in Liverpool? No, I think I might have done. We're not landing in Liverpool. We're landing in Jersey.
$1,000 to go.
And we all know we should not attempt to land an aircraft if we're high. No! Absolutely.
Hmm.
2,500.
The old VNAV
Radar
has
altimeter
not done
up.
much for us today, has it? Did I say Jersey? Yeah, Jersey is the answer. The YouTube cat chat cabin temperature. Well, it's been it's warm. It's 38 in London at the moment. I think it's slightly cooler than that in my house. Should have done London City approach. Okay, now we can turn final again. Jersey traffic EasyJet is turning right base for an 8-mile final, runway 8. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
I didn't hear any of that. I guess it's someone far away. The last time I used to follow the MSFS community, there were many projects going on, such as the A350 and A380. They're both still going on. Yeah, they're both still going on. In fact, someone said earlier that there's some news on the A350. We know that Fly-by-Wire are working on the A380 as well. So yeah, that's all still happening. Jersey traffic EasyJet established on a 7-mile final, runway 8. I mean, more or less, sort of. Will be soon. Hello, HK. There's a reason the A320 is not certified for steep approaches. Flaps
Checked.
2.
Speed checked.
Gear down.
Flaps 2.
Nice, HK. If I had to choose, I'd choose the Phoenix.
Gear down.
But yeah, there is no reason to choose, it's true, because the 501 is free. Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps 4.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Jersey traffic EasyJet
Cabin crew,
721,
be
short
seated
final,
for
runway
landing.
8. Right, let's see if I can still land this thing. You will remember that I used to be able to.
1,000.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a point, isn't it? Sorry, excuse my language. Medium. Set and checked.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Slight crosswind from the right.
$500. 100 above. 400.
Sync
Feels
rate.
so different.
Minimum
Continue.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Jesus.
10. 5.
Jesus, that's bad. That's really, really bad.
Spoilers. Reverse
Really bad.
green. Decel.
Stutter there did not help, but it can't be the whole story. Goodness me, that was really. That was
70
that was,
knots.
Yeah, not good. Still, we're down. Jersey traffic, EasyJet runway 8 vacated. Slammed it like a man. Oh, God. Good for you this wasn't on Twitch where the Oof Gang could benefit. I know. There's only one thing worse than doing a hard landing. And that is doing a hard landing and knowing that Harry's lot are benefiting from it. You're going to retract my flaps, you are? What a legend. Well, I felt that until, Tom. Until I buttered it the other day. And now, because it feels so different, I can't fly this one for toffee. Really, it was so all over the place, that approach.
Traffic EasyJet R08 established. That is a bad landing, by the way.
Sorry, say again?
That is a bad landing. Come on.
Oh, thanks for that. Hadn't noticed. Right, so where are we going? We're going to stand 1. After landing checklist. Oi! After landing checklist. After landing checklist. No, we can't have an after landing checklist apparently. So we'll do it all ourselves. We got 2 easies here, that's nice. One of them I guess would be Sam. Don't know who the other one is though. Yeah, interesting. After landing checklist. Oi oi. You did, Pyrig, my god. Nice to see you. How are you doing? It was an absolute catastrophe, that landing. Absolute catastrophe. I haven't flown the A320X for a very long time, and it shows. But yeah, the beauty of YouTube is that you can all just wind it back and watch. But we're doing the return anyway, so you'll have time to see me perfect it in Liverpool on the return. You're floated and we're off the central line just like any good butter chaser, and they didn't even butter it. I wasn't trying to butter it, but I was trying not to smash it down. Landing is always good if the plane doesn't break and you can walk away and keep it on the runway straight. Right, let's go and see if we can catch Walter's landing, shall we? And then we'll do our turnaround. Co-pilot died from the landing. Oh, come on. Wasn't that bad. Yeah, that sounds about right. Should we have a look? It was only 389. It was only 389. That's fine. It's fine. Not comfortable. I was going to say but safe. It wasn't even that safe because the approach was so unstable and we touched down so late. But yeah, I can't say it was safe. But I don't think the passengers would have known it was unsafe. Pretty much all in on Belfast. Tuned in on stream while modelling. Nice! I cannot wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. It's so nice that you're, you know, in a position where you've been able to crack on and with it as well. I'm really pleased. So yes, when you've got it ready, or nearly ready, as always, I would love to have a pre-release copy and show it off to the people. That would be awesome. Never in my wildest dreams I'm believing that's 389. Well, you better believe it, Adine. You'd better believe it. Oh, this doesn't look particularly stable. Oh, a bit like mine. Nose down, nose up. Floaty, floaty. Off the centre line. Almost off the runway. And he's down. Do you know the phrase, those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, boss?
I'm using the keyboard. What do you expect?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, can't wait. Right, let's get this plane turned off. So APU bleed can come on. Engines can come off. Seatbelt sign can come off. And after we are below percent N1, never remember how much, probably 10%, which we are now, we can turn the beacon light off as well. Let's see if we can get him to do the
Hi, New Jersey traffic, AD-7024.
parking post engine shutdown
That
flow.
is a bad ending as well. Yeah. Jersey traffic, EG2 on November Zulu, taxi the runway 0.
Oh, are there strangers here? No, it's not a stranger. It's one of it. It's. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we don't know who that is. EZ21 November Zulu. We don't know. EZ7026, I think, is probably Sam, but he hasn't popped up on Volante yet. I'm just seeing him as an Easy, as a VATSIM aircraft. I mean, is it open house for EasyJet to say? And if Ryanair Boeing pilots, no idea what they're doing. Why? What's the Ryanair reference? Is there a Ryanair here? Who he's not hanging about, don't blame him. Whew, right then, onwards and upwards for a lovely landing into Liverpool, no doubt. Let me just get my flight plan loaded on SimBrief.
Right, what was your landing rate again?
389.
Mine was 301.
Yeah, I didn't leave a wheel in the long grass though, so you know, potato.
Ah, come on.
I mean, you started it. You know what I mean? Anyway, no chat on Unicorn, please. Right, let's do this. Yeah, I think you should, Simon. I think you should give it serious consideration.
Moving on from landings, EZ2 on November Zulu, taking off runway 0.
Have a safe flight.
Let's hope so.
Neither landing needs an inspection, not with those kind of landing rates. It's, you know, if you actually come off the runway perhaps, but not based on the rates they were both well within limits of G and feet per minute, I believe. Okie dokie, how do we do a turnaround on this thing? I guess we do the parking checklist first, if he'll let me. Parking checklist. Parking checklist. No, he doesn't want to talk to me at all. Maybe I'll press the kill button. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seat belts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
I don't know. Has he turned them off? Off. Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On and in. On and in. On. On.
Parking checklist complete.
Good. Well, we got there in the end, didn't we? We got there. We got there in the end. Right, let's get the air stairs over. I'm sure that's something the first officer used to sort out as well, but maybe not anymore. And we'll start setting up for the second sector, I think. Can we deboard on here? Doesn't look like it, does it? But anyway. So, in fact, we should be able to see our flight time, shouldn't we? In the AOC menu, I think. Maybe not in this one, actually. Oh, it's clearly all that. Okie dokie, so init data request. Yep, let's pre-file on VATSIM as well, actually, because I'm inevitably going to forget to do that. Oh, actually, I think I just did it. I don't know, it's too hot. Let's just try connecting and loading a flight plan, see if it's there. No, it's not. Pre-file. Yeah, but you know, I've tried everything else with this guy. Well, you know. So we're cruising at flight level 340 on the way back. That has now been loaded. So over to init request. Flight plan. So we'll be taking off from runway 8 with the Oyster 2 Bravo. I assume it's oyster stands for oyster. Insert. And our arrival into Liverpool is going to be back onto runway 27 as things stand. So again, we're going to have to vector ourselves into that. ILS 27, Octem 1 Lima. Are you flying back as well, Walter? Yeah. Yeah, it could be that I didn't need to push the kill button after all. There we are. I'm sure it's temporary trauma. It'll be right as rain in time for the flight back. Right, so flight plan sorted. Init B. Block confirm. Oh no, not block confirm. No, not block confirm. We need to actually put some fuel in it, don't we? Before we do anything like that. .9 tons, 5925. Fuel from the flight plan. Wait, I probably have to go to the dispatch first. Yes, import sim brief data. That's what I had not done. There we are. Jersey to Liverpool. Fuel. Now we can import it. Instant refuel, and we'll do instant boarding as well, as we do all day, do we? Payload. Full load going back to Liverpool. Yeah, that's done. Good afternoon, boss. Welcome. How are you? How was work? You've missed a lot, boss. Missed an awful lot. Well, not an awful lot. Just the worst landing I've ever done in the A320NX, I think. Good. So, we'll import our zero fuel weight and centre of gravity. Block confirm I have never seen before, but that just seems to import... Well, no, it doesn't. No, it's given us a totally random block. Interesting. I'm also rediscovering a whole bunch of things that I either had forgotten about this plane or that have been added since I last flew it. We'll do our trip wind. I don't think I remembered to do that last time, actually. Average wind component is plus 16, so that's a 16 knot tailwind on average. T16. Just taken us from a 56-minute flight to a 50-minute flight. Shut up! Don't even, boss. Don't even. That's saying something. Bloody cheek. I mean, it was one of those occasions where I felt like Volanta's random number generator had been rather on the kind side. Short runway though, you know, so couldn't mess around too much with it. Right, so that's that. Init B done. Let's do our performance figures. So we are at EGJJ, taking off from runway 8. Winds are 120 at 14 now, so they have changed a little bit if I remember rightly. Takeoff weight,
Jersey traffic, EC7026.
65.5 tonnes.
Start onto Alpha to face west.
So a ton and a half heavier than we were on the way out. Centre of gravity is forward, isn't it? It's always forward. I don't know why I checked, but I feel I should. Yeah, it's going to be forward. Flex will... Ooh, I reckon we might want more than config 1 plus F, to be honest. Yeah. Should we do config 3? Let's do config 3. Wojtek, hello boss. I was disappointed to see no challengers waiting for me. I'm 90% sure it's fine to take that, boss. Because, you know, it was well under the magic number of 600 and whatever it is. What happened to Walter? Did he fail to taxi in because he left a wheel in the grass, or... So, boss, are you all done with your apprenticeship now? Because I know you were working on the final bits the other day. Is it all over? At least on YouTube it's on-demand replays. Yes, very true. Very true. Dear Lord. Right, so flaps 3. Flex temperature of 44 degrees. Oh, Wednesday's pretty much the day. Cool. And do you have any time off to celebrate, or are you just straight into working full time after that? We'll get our NADP info. Bits and bobs after that, then finito. Okay, oh, not long then. Not long. And have you got much to do between now and Wednesday, or are you pretty much sorted? 1800 and a... No, lies. 1800 is the engine out acceleration altitude. The thrust reduction and acceleration at both 1280 for an NADP tube. It depends on your definition of proper, I think, Alex. I don't believe he's suddenly going to not be able to spend all day on Discord on his phone while he's at work, to be honest. But maybe. Oh, November's when it all changes. Okay. It'll be nice to have more money. 124, 127, and 132. Transition altitude, probably 5,000 is correct. It usually gets those right, but let's just have a little check. It is 5,000. We'll set up the MCP. We do have a 5,000 foot restriction on climb out. But I don't care about that.
Jersey EC7026, taxiing, holding point Bravo 1 for 08, fire Alpha and Bravo.
Bye, boss. Have a lovely flight. Get the flight directors back on. Push that in, push that in. And Bob, as they say, is your uncle. It's him, it's the man, the myth, the legend. Bye. Just out of interest, how long have you been? We weren't talking about Alex, were we? I don't think. I think he's probably just looking for someone to confirm some information about the landing, boss. How do you decide what flights to do, and why does a lot of people do the same ones? So my routes are voted on by Club Filbert Gold members. So I come up with a list of things that I quite fancy doing, and that list tends to be based on whims, really. Unless there's a new scenery to look at, or something like that, or I'm doing a giveaway, or something along those lines, then that might dictate a little bit where I fly. But I just see what I fancy doing on a Sunday, put it to the vote, and then pick the ones that most people want to see. Very good. Jersey's a good place to do the same plane turnaround. Off the plane, into the lounge, wait half an hour, back on the plane. Yeah, I can imagine it is. Anyway, I was going to show you UK 2000's jersey, wasn't I? So let's do that before we forget all about it and just take off. Now, I am quite impressed by this. I know that UK 2000 have taken some flack for some of their sceneries, not least from me in my reviews, but this is really, really nice. I think they've upped their game. And they've done the same with Cardiff as well, actually. Cardiff's looking good. So yeah, we don't have blurry textures a la Luton. I mean, they're not the sharpest you'll have ever seen. But they're good, from an aircraft cockpit perspective. You pull up at these gates, at these stands, looks very nice. And we also have a modelled interior, which he hasn't done on many airports. It's not super detailed, but it's got glass that doesn't disappear from the inside. It's quite reflective, tinted, looks good. Slightly floaty benches, but it's not something you're going to particularly notice if you're using a flight sim like a normal person. Yeah, good modelling of the tower, good ground textures. Got a modelled hangar over here, complete with a whole heap of bizjets outside. I didn't know Jersey was such a business aviation hub, but apparently it is. Yeah, exactly, Jersey European, boss. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's not obviously Pyreeg level. It's not Fly Tampa level. It's not Flight Beam level. But it's good. I would say it's Latin VFR level, to be honest. Good bit of landside detailing as well, as you can see. See, I would hurry along with this were it not for the fact that Sam's just left and abandoned us. There's no point trying to keep up. Look at this, we've got people. I like it. I think it's got a nice atmosphere and I think they've done a good job with it. So there we are. That is my very swift review of UK 2000's Jersey. Love this building as well. Good bit of Art Deco. Can't beat it. Yeah. There we are. I think that'll do us. I mean, yeah, okay. Slightly less than sharp textures, but lovely detailing nonetheless. Scenery. I would say it's. I mean, I haven't used it, so you shouldn't judge something you haven't used. But I'm fairly confident in saying it's better than the Latin VFR A321. Right, should we have another go at checklist? I don't know if I have to tell him to start up on. No, let's just tell him we want the checklist. Before start checklist.
Checked.
Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
ADOs.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
5920 kilograms. Balanced.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Baro ref.
1018 set.
1018 set. Down to the line.
So they only have a half-hour turnaround, as Alex said earlier, and we were slightly late. So yeah, I think we did want to go at 11, didn't we? I don't want to depart too early for the sake of your immersion. No, so 11:30 Zulu, 12:30 local. But that's fine. 20 minutes early is fine, isn't it? The fact is, everyone's on board. Everyone's happy. So yeah, we'll turn the fuel pumps on. APU we never switched off because it's too blooming hot for that. And yeah, get the doors closed, get prepared for the pushback. I think FS2 Crew shipped you a special version with a checked button as you're just toying with us. I wish, because then at least I could enjoy my own flights when I'm not streaming. And we'll push back to there. And we'll reset the elapsed time. Oh yeah, great minds think alike, Ben. Yeah, I was just about to do that, boss. It's always a treat when you turn up, isn't it? Half-hour turnaround. You'll have to practice that if you want to be a EasyJet pilot. We've done it in way less than half an hour, boss, but it is an Airbus. I don't think I've ever managed a half-hour turnaround on a 737. See, I think that's something the first officer's supposed to do. I'm not making excuses. I'm not used to having to deal with the mundane nonsense like that, you know? But he's having a very bad day today. Right, so windows and doors are closed. Let's get the beacon back on. And we'll do the checklist below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Set.
Before start checklist complete.
How come you fly by wire and not Phoenix? For a bit of a change, really. Hadn't flown it for ages. Wanted to see what the new updates were like. And yeah, turns out I can't fly it, but other than that, it's good fun. I'm going to replan the pushback because we now have a pushback tug, and I think if I replan it, it will bring it, connect it up. A bit of luck. There we are. Right, I should get some other charts up really, shouldn't I? Taxi charts and whatnot. Parking stands, airport, there we are. Oh, but wait, have I done it the right way? I don't think I've done it the right way. Right, we're going to have to plan it again. We want to go nose right, and I'm pretty sure I planned it for nose left. Yeah. Push back, nose to right, yeah. So, that way, basically. And we're getting closer to our scheduled departure time anyway, the more I faff. Request pushback. You drive back up, please. Thank you. The co-pilot checklist add-on is FS2 Crew A320NX Project Edition. There's a link in the video description down below. From on-block to off-block in 30 minutes is the standard planning time, at least for the CRJ and 146 routes. But at least the flight time usually has comfortable margins. Yes, that's true. Yeah. So you're really cracking on with these timings, aren't you? I wasn't... Yesterday, for my first flight, I flew... As you know, I flew Orly to Liverpool. And I wasn't too sure what time to do it at, so I just did it in live time, which turned out to be absolutely spectacular. I might even do the return at some point. Maybe this afternoon. Maybe not this afternoon. I don't know. It's too hot. Good, let's go. Let's go. Jersey traffic. EasyJet pushing back from stand 1 to face west on Alpha. Starting engine 2.
Check.
I did! So the dev sent me a whole new version which is supposedly dealt with all of the issues that people were having with conflicts. I still don't understand why it wouldn't work with absolutely no other add-ons installed, but yeah, there it is. It's working now, and that's the main thing. And it was lovely to be back there, actually.
Lighted information sign and posted placard. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. tighten by pulling on the belt.
I usually do that with the 737 routes as well, just live timers. They're all coming from the major bases. It'll be uncertain if there will ever be a schedule available. Yeah, fair enough.
Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the nearest exit to you and note that the nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is
Oh, I thought I was going onto the grass then. I forgot there was a turn in the taxiway.
a panel will open and oxygen
Starting engine 1.
will appear.
Check.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask.
There's a generic spawned in front of me. Who's that?
Oxygen will be flowing through the mask even though the bag may not inflate.
What's this? Probably someone in
Cover
a
your nose
Regio.
and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life jacket is
Next meeting. Go manual on takeoff. Montorgueil flyby, please. Where is Montorgueil?
If the jacket fails to inflate, use the tube placed near the neck. Your jacket is equipped with a light that will automatically illuminate in water. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or in the lavatory. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Light buttons.
Creating schedules for the small bases that have 1 or 2 aircraft is quite doable and really fun, although pretty time consuming. As long as you enjoy it. Oh, boss, Montorgueil is very, very much the wrong direction, isn't it? Mind you, we're taking off on 8. Maybe it's doable. Oh, shit! We're moving. I do wish it would not just get rid of the pushback tug without any warning. Chris, hello, welcome. You are late, but you're only half, we're only halfway. Go on then, boss. We'll fly runway heading. We'll fly runway heading and see if we can spot this castle. Let me sort out my Volanta and the bar at the top of the screen. So, flight level 340, 7022, EGJJ to EGGP. Has that done it? Yes. Marvellous. So engine mode selector back to normal. APU bleed can come off and the APU can come off. And for Saarbrücken, Bolzano and Montpellier it's already finished. Is it? Awesome. Oh, I must do that Bolzano flight. Must do that. Looking forward to that one. Locals will love it. Jersey is a real avant-garde sort of place. Right, go on then. 0, we'll set runway heading initially. Maybe make a little turn to the right and we'll go and have a look at this castle. Because it's hot, isn't it? It's hot. And there's no point. There's no point being a slave to realism all the time. Bolzano flight for a stream. I think I'm going to hold off on doing the Regio streams until we have it all set up properly as a VA so that other people can, fly along and be part of it and that sort of thing. But yes, ultimately, I will definitely do a Bolzano stream. I can guarantee it. Right. After start checklist.
Check. Anti-ice.
What did you think I said? What's he doing? Off. He's just put my landing lights on and nose light to take off. Don't know why. Set and checked.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch
Check.
trim.
So we want pitch trim of 24.7. She has not set. 25% set. 25% set. 25% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Jersey traffic EasyJet 7022, taxiing to holding point Bravo 1 for runway 8 via Alpha and Bravo. Let's go. Oh yes, I'd be interested to have a look at some as well. Right, so we'll set auto brake max. We'll ding the cabin. It's a very short taxi out, if I remember rightly. Well, not if I remember right. You can see the runway. Talking gibberish. Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked. Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flap setting.
Config 3 set.
Config 3. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
So it comes with a manual, but the app itself also gives you some information about what to say. Like possible responses and what's next in the list of flows or what have you. (124, 127, 132, flexing 44 degrees.
V1, 1,
Who says
2,
I can't
4,
multitask?
VR, 1, 2, 7, V2, 1, 3, 2, flex temp, 4, 4 degrees, ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Stand by.
Jersey traffic 024 and 1 miles off way for the
Take off no blue. Take off no blue.
Down to the line.
Did you say it was on an 8-mile final? I'll hold fairway. We won't rush this. Be nice to see a speedbird arrival as well. Jersey traffic EasyJet 7022 holding Bravo 1 for arriving traffic. Now the only thing is, I wish Berlin was a bit better. A little bit better than it is. But hey ho. Listening to you argue with that co-pilot is so much joy. I know everyone else who I know who has this FS2 crew add-on is having none of this. It's just me. Our relationship has turned toxic and I don't know why. But yeah, I know you lot have missed it, probably more than I have. Now, let's see if a Nigel can land a plane properly here, because none of the Gazes have so far. Teagle's a lovely airport with a lovely scenery, isn't it? But for the sake of my immersion, I can't bring myself to fly there. If I had the DC-6, of course, Wojtek, I probably would. We could easily have gone, couldn't we? But it's too hot to be rushing around trying to get airborne. Actually, while you watch his landing, I'm going to go and get some water quickly. Won't be a moment. Oh, I'm back in time. It's true, it's not really immersion killing. It's just when I'm flying modern aircraft that are still flying, I like to fly them on current rates. Beautiful! Beautiful. See? That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Jersey traffic, EasyJet lining up runway 8.
Cabin crew, be seated
He does.
for takeoff.
He knows how to fly.
Approach path, clear of traffic.
And just traffic, Lima 2774 clear, North runway to expecting to stand by Alpha, Jersey traffic.
Tomorrow's also going to be hot. Wednesday it's going to be a bit more bearable, I think. And this last day Lufthansa flew an A320 there, didn't they? That's cool. No, he hasn't done my predictive wind shear. I honestly, sometimes I don't know what I pay this guy for. Did a better job of lining up than that, actually. There we go. Jersey traffic, easy 7022, taking off runway 8, and we'll be flying runway heading to the east initially. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
08 confirmed. Forgot about this.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Ready?
Ready.
Takeoff.
Check.
Are you going to say thrust set or not?
Thrust set.
Good. Man flex 44, SRS runway, auto thrust blue.
Checked. 100 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. Flaps 2. Flaps 2.
Gear up.
Flaps 2. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Oh, it is, boss. It is the most toxic. Autopilot 1 on. Flaps 0.
Speed checked.
Right, let's see if we can see this castle mountain thing. So that's St. Helier. So it should be over there somewhere.
Flaps 0.
Should be just around here somewhere. I mean, I would be surprised if it was modelled, to be honest, but anyway. We can proceed on course now, I think. So we'll take a right-hand turn. We'll have another look during the turn. And yeah, so it's far on. Actually, it's not where I was looking. It's right on this edge. So it should be down here, I think. Yeah, it's very pretty. If you Google it, Mont Orgueil Castle, the spelling is above where Alex said it. It's very nice, but it is not here. It should be, I think, on this little outcrop here. Probably this, but it's just got a couple of tower blocks there. Anyway, whatevs. Tis fine. Set standard.
Standard, cross-checked, passing flight level 062.
And we'll just go direct. Oyster.
Now,
A smooth nose pull up on takeoff is as enjoyable as a great one. Yeah, I'd agree with that. After takeoff, climb checklist.
landing gear,
Up,
checked.
set and checked.
Flaps,
Retracted,
packs,
on,
down to the line.
below the line.
Barrow ref,
Standard set.
standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
I've debated flying the DC-6 into Tempelhof. If I had the 146, I'd take it there too. Why have you still not got the 146? Landed like a true. Yeah, alright. I mean, I too have occasionally landed like a true, you know? Right, let's get these here. In fact, he's going to do the landing lights at 10,000. We'll leave it to him. And we can turn the seatbelt signs off. It's nice and smooth. And I think we'll have a few tunes on this leg. It's just another short leg, but still. Don't forget to click that like button if you haven't already. Let's have a bit of Cora. We haven't had any Cora before. I think that bar at the top is frozen, isn't it? It's not really doing anything. I'll try restarting it. It's got me altitude and VS, it's just the distance isn't going down. Odd. Don't know what that's about. Oh well, we'll leave it. Maybe it'll sort itself out. So my friend lives very close to Farnborough, and he's got some amazing views from his back garden. I'm going to play you one of the videos he's just sent me. I'm going to play you both the videos he's just sent me. That's weird, I can only get one to download. Yeah, I'll show you the A350. It's
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal
meal service
service.
on EasyJet. This is pretty spectacular. So this is him in his back garden watching an A350 do a fly past with some massively steep banked turn from the looks of it. How cool is that? And I've just bought myself a ticket to go on Friday. You have to pay for it, it's not free food. Yes, that's true. But it's also not really a meal service, is it? Invites? You're all welcome to join me. You're all welcome to join me. You can get yourself to Farnborough on Friday. I mean, Matt, if you can get yourself to Farnborough on Friday, I will pay for your entrance. Oh good, the bar's sorted itself out. I'm pleased. No, sorry, I should have been clearer, boss. I should have been clearer. I will pay for your entrance to the Farnborough air shows. If you can get yourself. Far less generous than it may initially have appeared. I'll send you my address for the car service to the airport. It should only cost $80 to get there. Wait! Matt, have I been thinking you're a different Matt this whole time? Are you Australian, Matt? You are Australian. You must be Australian. That's the way you're talking. It should only cost $80 to get it. So you want... Hang on. I'm really confused. You do not live You do not live an $80 car ride from fun. I don't understand. So is what you're saying that I will pay for you to... I'll pay for your car to get you to your airport, and I will pay for you to enter the Farnborough Air Show, and then you'll pay for the rest. Is that what you're saying? $80 to pay for presumably Uber to the airport of Perth sounds about right price for how far away. Yeah, I'll cover that. I think the whole thing's been lost in translation. Yeah, probably. What you said earlier was that you'd pay for my entrance to the air show, but what I heard was that you'd pay for me to go to the air show. Ah, right, so you misheard me. I'm here, Alex, I'm here. I was just, it's hot, innit? I can't talk all the time. I need people to talk to me. And then I was just reading an email from work. That's why. Yeah, there was an implication that you might possibly have been trying to scam me for your taxi fare there, wasn't there? I wouldn't take that if I was you. How was your meeting, boss? So we're going to be flying over Torquay shortly. Let me show you the map on Volanta. So this is our route. So Alex, as you can see, we did extend our takeoff so that we could fly around the castle. Sadly, it was not modelled. But anyway.
1,000.
So yeah, we're going to be flying in over Torquay, and then to the east of Exeter, up over the Bristol Channel, west of Cardiff, and basically a straight line north. God, Sam's way ahead. And then we're going to be landing on runway 27. So to avoid Manchester's airspace, we're going to do a fairly tight right downwind, I think, and then left base and final. Right downwind, left down. Yeah, that is the plan. Alright, time to head off to the lake. Have a safe flight and agreeable land. Oh, enjoy the lake, boss. I'm so envious. Enjoy yourself. I do have Thingy's Channel Island scenery pack, actually, but I did not think to enable it. I'll be flying over your little Welsh village. Awesome. What's it called? If you want to say. Pontypridd. Okay. Let's see if I can spot it. I'll try and keep a lookout for it. I've heard of Pontypridd. Super Spud. Yeah, I was racking my brains as well. It looks pretty, Pontypridd. What goes on in the Pontypridd Museum, boss? yeah, so it is just northwest of Cardiff. I see it, yeah. Pontypridd is here. What did it flag as offensive? Which one? Oh, Llanfairpwll, etc. Right, should we start planning for our arrival? Top of climb and top of descent are going to be pretty close together. Yeah, as you can see, it's only about 90 miles to our top of descent. So let's have a look at the charts. So, as I said, runway 27. And I've put final, but I think actually there is, from this way, if I'm not mistaken, some sort of transition that we can follow. So ILS runway 27. No, via Liverpool via... No, we don't want to do that, do we? I don't think so. It seems a bit bonkers to me. So this takes us to Kagan. Yeah, we'll just give ourselves vectors from Kagan. We'll just do it downwind, basically. Not messing around with all this nonsense overflying the city. What's the latest meta there? Let's have a check. Winds 120 at 5 knots, 070 varying to 170. So yeah, I'm sure they will still be using 27. But to make certain, we'll have a look at flight radar. Funnily enough, the most recent arrival was from Belfast. Yeah, they're using 27. Right, so let's go to our perf approach page and fill that in. QNH at Liverpool 1016. Thanks, and I think when I'm finished with the lake and drying up, I'm going to spend a few thoughts on how to integrate Aldergrove into your EJ's network while maintaining the city presence. Nice. I'm pleased. Yeah, I'm doing it now. Enter destination. Don't give me a Christ. 1016, temperature 35, aka too hot. 120 at 5. Transition altitude, well, we'll use 7,000. And the baro minimum for the runway 27 ILS is 278 feet. We'll use auto brakes low. And that will do us. Nothing, don't even know if it's open these days. Also, your pronunciation is a bit off. But one of the best I've heard from an English person. Oh, really? Oh, good. Pontypridd. Yeah. I couldn't hazard a guess as to how to say it better. But anyway, I'll take that. According to Uber, estimate website is about 130 to 160, 105 kilometre trip for me to get to Brisbane Airport. Rather drive myself and take the train. Oh yeah, it's too much. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable, isn't it? $50 to get to the airport. What kind of distance is it? Currently over Devon, I believe. Yeah, so this is Exmouth. This is the River Ex, the estuary of the River Ex. Exmouth, the town down here. Ah, it's like a third. I didn't know that. That is helpful. I'll give it another whirl. Pontypridd. Is that better? 30k. That's pretty reasonable fare to go 30k, I think. And we're striking out over the Bristol Channel now. Should be able to see Weston-super-Mare somewhere down here to our right. I think that's it. And then Bristol just a little bit out of sight further upstream. A bit better, a little shorter with the third, but pretty split on it. Pontypridd. I spend a lot of time on these streams trying to pronounce place names in other languages. It's with limited success, it must be said. Oh yes, a Stream Element says, do please come and follow me over on Twitch for more streams. The next one there's going to be at 900 UTC on Wednesday, so not long to wait. Next YouTube stream, don't know, probably sometime next week. And yeah, it'd be lovely to have you over in the Discord server as well. I've got one for you. Albany? I mean, I'd say Albany. But yeah, with a bit of an Australian twang, I'm going with Albany. Very good pronunciation, thank you. If you didn't know, the singer Tom Jones is from here, and we also claim to have built the anchor chain for the Titanic. Oh really? I know, I did not know either of those things. Gold Coast Airport's about $20. That only goes to capital cities essentially, and New Zealand or Singapore. Oh, okay, quite a limited route. It's not Alban. I'm going to call it Albany. Is that right? Oh, Norwich. Yeah, anyone can say Norwich. When will I ever learn to start the chrono? Why is it beyond me to do this on any flight ever? Such a simple thing. Woolgoolga? If this were Twitch, I'd send the not like this emoji. Oh, Narch! Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for the locals. It's Albany. It's got to be Albany. I don't know. That doesn't help me. Where's the emphasis? Capitalize the emphasis, boss. Thank you. I try my best. Good eye, mate. You coming down Albany for the Barbie? Something like that, to use it in a sentence. I don't know if you say coming down. Albany in the UK? I thought we did. Maybe not. I'll look it up. Possibly in Wales even. There's an Albany Road in Cardiff. There's an Albany Medical Centre. But not actually in Albany that I can see on the map anyway. Is there an emphasis? I'm not sure. No way, it's It's Albany. You'll have to tell me in the VC, boss. I'll swing by the VC after the stream. You can educate. If you're about. Where is top of descent, please? Ooh, it's right there. So, how low shall we go? We'll go down to flight level 70 initially for cable. Not Albany. Imagine him trying to say places without Val. I couldn't. Yeah, no, I just couldn't. Udnadara? That's gotta be close, right? Albany. Okay. Oh Christ, we've missed our top of descent now. See, you're too distracting, you people. It's much better when I fly planes all by myself. I'm such a pro pilot. Did I say it right? Good! I thought I probably had. There's not much room for interpretation, is there? The Nadara. Yeah. Now, yeah, that is a good one. I would say it, inissable. I don't think that's right. Baby Pie, welcome! It's so nice to see you. It's been too long. It's my hero, Ethan. Don't be ashamed, boss. Don't be ashamed. We all have our heroes. How are you? How are the walls? Got to say Udnadata with a thick accent. Yeah, it wouldn't sound right without it. Wroclaw, no? Is that correct or not? I don't know. I'm very well, yeah. I'm hot, and I've just done my worst A320 landing ever. No exaggeration. But yeah, I'm alright. How's the weather in France? The Dordogne. Walls are painted. One more coat to go, then it's done. That is amazing progress. I think I took about a week to get just my spare room paint. Mind you, the walls were in a state. There was a lot of sanding and then filling in holes and then sanding it again, and the plaster kept crumbling and whatnot. But yeah, you're doing well from the sounds of it. Very good attempt. Unusable is correct. Is it? Good. Now I'm not long back from Pembrokeshire, you see. And so I guess I've been thinking a little bit and learning a little bit about how Welsh consonants are pronounced. I still don't really know most of the places, but yeah, I'm pleased. It's a buzz to have got that more or less right. Wroclaw, is that right? Wroclaw. I would have said I would have said Rezov, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard. Wroclaw. I guess the W is like pronounced like a V, right? A soft L. Like a soft L in Polish. Soft L. Wroclaw. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to hear that one, I think. I know how to pronounce Vuj, and I know it's not Lodz, and that's enough for me. Not Rockclaw as so many people. Wrocław. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have thought it should be pronounced Rock. I'm still going to keep calling Krakow Krakow. For the same reason I call Paris Paris rather than Paris. I think. I'm an efficient decorator. Weather is scotcho. The mercury in the garden has hit 40. I've never had sweat run down my nose so much. Nice. Is that Pog? I think I would personally just take it easy today. 40 degrees. It's 38 in London at the moment, and I think that's as hot as it's going to get. But I'm finding sitting in my chair flying a plane quite a struggle, so anything more active than that would not be for me today. We didn't go to Tenby, no. So I've been to Pembrokeshire twice. The first time we stayed near Knowlton Haven in a caravan. This time we stayed in a tiny little hamlet, whose name I can't even remember, but in the northern part. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you'll have heard of it. It's kind of near St David's. Ah, that's right. So it was near Llanunda. But it wasn't Llanunda. It was called Silau. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Cilau. So yeah, near a fish garden, St David's actually. Fish garden Goodwin. But yeah, back of beyond. It was lovely. Yeah, it's true, Alex, it's true. Hello, Manjula, welcome. How are you? So we're coming up to flight level 200. I think we'll turn the seatbelt sign on. Probably don't need the APU bleed on, the APU being off and all.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
Painting a wonderful picture. You are, yes, you are. Quite the delight, Bob. The day we tackle the kitchen sink and shut off the water is the day it hits 40 degrees. You've got no water. You must have filled some buckets and stuff right first. That is Trey Pog. Well, I tell you what, if you're enjoying this all so much, you can come and decorate my flat next time you need it. Because I'm not a fan, I have to say. Yes, and David's itself is beautiful. It's a lovely little city. But the Pembrokeshire coastal path around, I have to say I slightly prefer southern Pembrokeshire to northern, but the path is stunning. We did like a day of walking and then a day of sitting on the beach alternated. Weather was amazing, and to my mind Pembrokeshire has the most breathtaking, spectacular coastline anywhere in the world. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some beautiful beaches in Thailand, Vietnam, Cuba, but in terms of just unspoiled beauty, I don't think Pembrokeshire can be beaten. Why did the coal scuttle? I don't know. Why did the coal scuttle this? No, it doesn't have to be. I mean, you've been perhaps you've been overselling your role in this one, but it sounded very much like you had been doing the bulk of the decorating, and I was picturing Mummy, Daddy doing the kitchen sink or something while you just cracked on with it. So no, I was specifically thinking that you might want to come and decorate. If your mum and dad want to help, then I'm not going to say no. But I wouldn't ask. I wouldn't have the nerve to ask. Why did the coal scuttle? Because it saw the kitchen sink. Very good, boss. Very good. Speaking of France and mummy, daddy, my parents have been to France last week and they've brought my favourite non-alcoholic drink, Montelot. It's basically a syrup with a mint flavour. It's lovely. Yeah, it's lovely. Oh, that would be so good in this hot weather, actually. Montelot, isn't it? But yeah, I remember drinking a lot of that when I was young and in Paris. Yeah, the southwest of Wales is one of the most beautiful places in the world. It is. Not many people get to visit it, which keeps it that way. Yeah, it's true. I mean, we went just before the school summer holidays, so didn't expect it to be too busy, but I did expect the beaches to be a lot busier than they were. So one day we went to, we did a barbecue on White Sands. We started off on White Sands and we were able to just paddle through the shallow water and go round to the next cove, and we had the place entirely to ourselves on a hot summer day. It was amazing. There's not many places you can do that. I'm a complete package boss. You want me to get the whole family? Fine, it's fine. I'm more than happy for you all to come and decorate my flat whenever you like. Right, let's stop the old music and concentrate a little bit on this arrival. And let's reduce our rate of descent a little bit, because it would be nice to do 250 knots when we hit 10,000, you know? Liverpool traffic, EasyJet is at flight level 105, descending 2,500 feet, overhead Keegan, making a left base for the ILS runway 27. Correction, a left downwind. New. They do a peach iced tea version. Gosh, I can't imagine that. Imagine it's nice though. You fly 250 knots, please. That sounds perfect, having the entire beach to yourself. Yeah. Mothball and Barry Island are a nightmare in the sun. Oh, I bet. I'd like to go to Barry Island one day. Purely because of Gavin and Stacey, to be honest. But they would like to go. I don't think the people who feel immersed with no accent was. You've missed out on 1,000 points on the Sky God immersion scale. That's a lot of points. I can't do a Scouse accent. I really can't. Also, I don't feel that most EasyJet pilots who fly out of Liverpool have a Scouse accent. So I feel pretty immersed, and I think you should too. Let's get the old LS on. And we'll switch to local pressure. QNH 1016 set.
1016 set. Passing 7,000. 100.
7,000. Brilliant.
Now.
Checked. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seat belts.
On. Set and checked.
Barrow ref.
1016 set.
1016 set. Minimum.
278 feet set.
278 set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
So we'll slow down to 220 knots now. And we may extend this downwind leg a smidge. In fact, we can descend 2,000 at this point. Allbear is famous for his governance states. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I don't remember being aware of barrier identity. Right, off to Carrefour to get some food for this evening, more than likely eating after 10 when the heat dies down. Nice, enjoy, boss, enjoy. I'm quite envious of that. I'm not envious of the decorating, but I'm envious of you being in beautiful French countryside, eating in the garden. That'd be lovely. I shall speak to you soon. I hope you're having something more than mushrooms today as well. So we'll activate the approach phase. And we'll go back into manage speed mode. Give us a scout. I can't, Harry. I cannot do a Scouse accent. I'm ever so sorry to disappoint. I just can't do it. Other accents I would try, but not that. Oh, it doesn't give you long to get down from flight level 70, does it? Carrefour, boss. It's français. My grandfather lives in Pembrokeshire. Oh, does he? What bit? That makes me even less likely to do it, Harry. One day we will fly to Liverpool from Liverpool on an evening stream, and I will have a beer, and then I will do a Scouse accent, but not at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No, just no. I'm ever so sorry. I'm ever so sorry. Baguettes. Yeah, I mean, everyone can say Liverpool. Everyone can say that, but more than that is beyond me. Right. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
And we'll go direct to the initial approach fix.
1,000 to go.
Checked. Liverpool traffic EC7022 turning onto a 14 mile final runway 27. We have a meeting now. How exciting, Sam. Enjoy yourself. Pembroke Town. Okay, nice. Yeah.
2,500.
Didn't hear most of that, but I think
Radar
I heard 03 right,
aligned.
so he's not coming into Liverpool.
Manchester traffic, Tomjet 1 Foxtrot Yankee holding runway 23 right. On runway 23 right. There's an aircraft that's just got across the departure route.
Some traffic, Okay, we are
Alright, Matt, maybe I can manage that.
the runway, you have all the come back in for you time
There is a frog on your note. It's my group WhatsApp tone. And I did silence my phone and people were disappointed, so I've yeah, I can't. No, I'm not doing oi even. I'm not. There are too many people on frequency. You got like Manchester's just popping from the sounds of it. Probably 3-3 right at Manchester, yeah, that would make more sense with it. That's what everyone else is talking about as well. Also, I don't want to devalue the sound alert by just doing it on cue, boss, you know? Oi, mate, have you got a license for that? I hope you're not asking me, boss. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Gear down.
Gear down.
It's the beautiful Mersey, and that bridge is famous as well, but I can't remember what it's called. But we went past it in the Bimbles around Britain, and I told you all about it, so I'm sure some of you will recall. It's the Manchester Ship Canal, isn't it? Told you a lot about that, as I recall. Yeah, we flew all the way up there to Manchester, didn't we? It was a good time. We should do more VFR stuff on stream. We should do it. All group flights. Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew. Cabin
Advised.
crew, be seated for landing. Checked.
Advised. Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue. Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Right, surely it can't go any worse than Jersey, eh? Liverpool traffic easy 7022, short final, runway 27.
One thousand.
Bit of a crosswind here from the left, but only 5 knots or so. I know, I wish I had, as I was saying it, I wished I had.
Sync rate.
It's so light compared with the Phoenix. Welcome back, Scott.
500. 400.
Simon, were you here for the Jersey landing? Did you see that
300.
absolute travesty of a landing?
200.
Damn it, who
Minimum.
needs sound alerts when you have a phone? Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 5.
Yeah, that was bad as well. Jesus, I can't fly this plane anymore.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel.
Honestly, shameful. Shameful.
70 knots.
It just feels so different to the Phoenix. I should have flown this last night, shouldn't I, really? I've been practicing. It's like the slightest bit of pressure on the stick makes it all go bad. I might have to tweak my control sensitivities, I think. Liverpool traffic EasyJet runway vacated. Oh, there's some noob in my spot as well. This day goes from bad to worse. Oh no, it might not be actually, it might be on the one before it. Pretty sure I want to go on the one at the end. No, that's probably Sam, having tactfully saved my spot for me. I think you're right, I should take my temperature. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
No, not there, actually. Deployed. Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Landed as well as that Qantas pilot last night. Really? Was it that bad? Taxi light off. Is it? What is it, Martin? Enlighten us. Or what was it? Oh, he's done it though, isn't he? He doesn't know, Alex. He doesn't know. 0.96G. Oh. I'm an absolute legend and I don't even know it. We were all wrong, team. That was a very, very good landing. Sorry, Oof Gang. Yeah, 279. It's fine, isn't it? And we all know Volantia is always to be trusted. So yeah, very big success. And we have a marshaller. How lovely. You need to invest in a second baton, son. Right, parking brake set. APU bleed is on, courtesy of the first officer. Engines can come off. Seatbelt sign can come off. Beacon can come off once N1's below 10%, which it is already. They don't half spool down quick, these engines, eh? And we'll have our parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On. On.
Engines.
Off.
Seat belts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On and out.
Parking checklist complete.
Awesome! The other baton melted in the heat. Joy meeting client immediately wants to reschedule. Oh, that's always a win, isn't it? Is this you? Is this you, Sam? I'm assuming this is you. Let's check on the Lanta. So, let's have a look at mine. Yeah, mine is 279 0.96G. I mean, you can't really argue with that, can you? You can't argue with facts and figures. VDGS for the win. Well, quite. It does feel the more add-on airports have VDGS, the more it starts to feel like you're in the dark ages when you have a marshaller. But it's still nice to have something. So, yeah, that is Sam, I think. EasyJet, that is you. We'll get a screenshot together. Yeah, I was saying some rude things, and it was really just because of my lack of perspective. It looked, as I was taxiing in, that you were in this number one spot, but you were not. And I didn't know it was you, or I would have never even considered that you'd taken my spot. Right, very good, very good. Well, we survived. We survived. We had one mediocre landing, one very good landing, 0.96G. What a legend! And yeah, it was nice to be back in the A320s, but yeah, I've forgotten how to fly the blooming thing, haven't I? But hey ho. Here's the reminder you requested to contact RD Priest. Oh yes, thank you. I would totally have forgotten that. I will do that right away. Appreciate it. So yeah, this being YouTube, there isn't a great deal to do. No raids or anything like that, but there are a couple of thank yous that I want to say. So let me just get what is it called? Stream elements. Yes, stream elements up. Make sure I don't miss anyone, because I think stream elements tells me everything. Just have to log out of Twitch and log in as YouTube. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you would do that. As I said earlier as well, you should definitely come and follow me on Twitch. I do most of my streams there. Including my next one, which is going to be on Wednesday at 10 AM UK time, 0900 UTC. That would be nice. Just head for the US. I don't know whether it's infrastructure investment reluctance or union intransigence, but VDGS is quite rare there. It's true. It is. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Curious. Right, activity feed. Here we are. I know you didn't. I know, Sam. I know you didn't. Did I say stand 2? I thought I meant stand 1, I think. But yeah, I just saw an EasyJet that looked like it was in the corner. So yes, we had some renewals today, which for some reason have not come up. Because they came up before. Let's go through these. So in the last 2 days, we have had renewals from Tony Kandappa. We've had a renewal from Marcus. No, from Marker. Trolls at bronze. Sam at gold, Kirill at silver, Nick at gold, Tristan at silver. So thank you all very much for those of you, well, all of you, but see, I'm mostly speaking to those who are here. We also had Satira renew his. We had a couple of new subscribers today, so welcome to you. And thank you to Jackson for the £1 super chat, Treewen for the £1.70 super chat, VIP super chat, still don't know what it is, but thank you for it. And Ray Benitez with a £1 super chat. I am going to go and drink more cold water and lie on my sofa for a bit and not talk to anyone for the rest of the day, having sent the email. Oh no, I'm not. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'll pop into the Club Filbert Voice Lounge for a debrief. That would be nice to do. And then after that, I'll go and lie on my sofa and not talk to anyone for the rest of the day. But thank you all very much for watching on the hottest day of the year in the UK. I appreciate you very much indeed. And I hope to see you over on Twitch on Wednesday. Take care and stay cool. Bye-bye.